June is Men's Health Month. Gabe Canales is bringing awareness with his new book, Unexpected Diagnosis, Prostate Cancer and the Wake-Up Call to Live Healthier and Happier. It was a chance checkup at an early age that may have saved his life. Gabe, I first met you almost 25 years ago, and you're just a young, strapping guy, and so I was shocked when you came and you said, hey, I gotta tell you something. And you were diagnosed with prostate cancer, which is something that we've oftentimes associated with somebody who's much older.
Yeah, I was diagnosed with early stage prostate cancer in 2010. What you might not have known before that was for years, I'd been yo-yo dieting. I'd been going up and down and up and down, and just life, life happens, and sometimes you allow yourself to, you let yourself go. But a year before my diagnosis, I got a checkup, and I had high cholesterol, had high blood pressure. I also was
at about what, 30-something years old?
Yeah, 34. And I'd been prescribed anti-anxiety meds and antidepressants, though I'd never seen a therapist. And there was something deeper that was going on there, and I was unhealthy.
And the thing that you decided to do was to delve into that as to the whys, and you use this as your platform to share with people. I think we're so used to, like, go to the doctor, pop it in their lap and say, you take care of it, you figure it out. We have to be a partner in our health.
We're so reactive. That's our healthcare today, is reactive. Here's a script, and there you go. And I look at the men in my family. A lot of the men in my family have died prematurely. My father, who serves, it's a sad inspiration, but it's a motivator for me to do what I do. He is recovering from stroke. He's on 16 prescription pills a day.
Wow.
And I'm glad he's alive, but the quality of his life is pretty poor.
Yeah.
And it was when my doctor said, when I was diagnosed in 2010, though you have no family history of prostate cancer, you do have a family history of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes, and they all share one thing: all poor lifestyle habits run in your family.
Wow, and you were heading in that direction. I've said this quote over and over again. I think it was from the CDC that said more people are likely to die from family recipes than DNA, right?
Exactly.
So it's those habits that we have, lifestyle habits that we have.
But I say that out of encouragement and hope, and it's not to, people don't like to feel like they've got a finger being wagged in front of their face. But it can also be incredibly empowering, because when you consider 32,000 men died in 2020 from prostate cancer, 380,000 died from heart disease, but 80 to 90% of those deaths, according to the CDC, are preventable. How? Lifestyle and diet.
Right.
Our number one cancer is lung cancer. 90% is preventable because it's associated with cigarette smoking. So that's empowering when you know that the leading cancer killer of men and the leading killer of men, heart disease, is mostly preventable. There are things that we do that can make a huge difference.
You also educated yourself. Like when you say prostate cancer, there's more to it than just prostate cancer. There are different, it affects people different ways. There are different types.
Sure.
And for you, is yours just through lifestyle that you're keeping it at bay, or what happened?
So I've lived with it now for over a decade, and for 12 years. And I saw 6 urologists. I was very fortunate that I had the resources to see 6 urologists at 5 renowned cancer centers. But it was only one of them that asked me, the first question, what is your diet? What is your diet and what is your lifestyle? Tell me how many hours a night you sleep, how much you exercise, how do you manage stress? It was those questions and what he told me as I left that I remember thinking, I don't know if he knows what he's talking about. But I came back to Houston, I met with the then president of MD Anderson, and he said, he's absolutely right. And you can manage the progression of your early stage prostate cancer, but you have to drastically alter the way that you eat and the way that you live.
Yeah, one of the first things you can do is get that checkup. We know that men are infamous for, I'll get it at some other time. I don't have time right now, I don't have, but if you don't know what's right around the corner, you can't take control of it.
A checkup saved my life, and I was not one of those guys that got an annual checkup.
Well, at 34, what guy is?
Yeah, but see, that's the problem that we have, is there's also a stigma that a lot of men have in being a proactive medical consumer and asking questions. You know, we don't know our numbers. We don't ask. So all men should know, what is my blood pressure? What is my blood cholesterol? What is my blood sugar? What is my BMI or my body fat percentage? Because those are predictors of a lot of our leading killers and poor quality of life. We have to know those numbers and ask your doctor these questions.
And it's so easy when you say, okay, eat better, incorporate more vegetables and and lean meats and things and nuts, and exercise daily, don't smoke, manage your stress, get enough sleep is a big one that we underestimate as well. Those are simple things and we know better, yet we don't always do it.
We don't always do it, but lifestyle change starts with small steps, making a commitment, and being consistent, but small incremental changes over a period of time can lead to better outcomes, better health.
Yeah, all right. Your book coming out in July. Tell us what you focus on there.
So it's my journey with prostate cancer and the lessons that I've learned that really share with the reader the intersection of mental health and physical health, as well as, you know, the challenges that I experienced. I believe all men can benefit from that story, from my story. Right. And by learning about my journey, I truly believe that men can prevent or significantly reduce their risk of our leading killers.
Yeah, and actually that's the same lesson for women too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Gabe,
exactly.
Thank you very much
Thanks
for
having
joining us today,
me.
and thanks for fighting this fight continuously.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Gabe's book, Unexpected Diagnosis, Prostate Cancer and the Wake-Up Call to Live Healthier and Happier, is out 1 week from today. You can find it on Amazon or on bluecure.org.